Did you know that this was the last film that Walt Disney greenlit? And did you know this film made over $28 million in its first release? This is 100 facts about the Aristocats. The Aristocats is the 20th animated feature film by Disney. It was released on December 24th, 1970. Back in 1962, Walt Disney was looking to make more content for television. Walt Disney had become very successful in his other outings like television and theme parks. Disney had an anthology series called The Wonderful World of Disney. The series was broadcasted weekly and had a mixture of cartoons, live action, and a segment hosted by Walt Disney himself, talking about upcoming projects in the films or theme parks. As a side note, is there any chance we could get the World of Disney series on Disney+? I would love to watch it all. I love finding old footage of Walt Disney talking about all the films. Walt Disney was on the look for an original script for a 2-part live action episode for the World of Disney. This was how the script was started for the Aristocats. Can you imagine a live action version of Aristocats, similar to how they made Homeward Bound? I mean, I'm showing my age there because probably any of the young viewers here don't know what Homeward Bound is, but I mean that was something. It was developed by Tom McGowan and Tom Rowe. Following 2 years of rewrites, Walt Disney suggested the project would be better suited for an animated film. Woolie Reitherman, one of Disney's famous 9 old men, was the director for The Sword in the Stone and The Jungle Book. Woolie liked the idea of the Aristocats and suggested it as a follow-up to The Jungle Book. In 1966, Walt Disney assigned Ken Anderson to work on the project to see if it would work as an animated film. Ken Anderson was a legendary art director at Disney, and he worked at the company for over 40 years. Ken Anderson spent 18 months developing the design of the characters. Walt Disney saw the preliminary sketches and approved the project shortly before his death. After The Jungle Book was completed, the animation department began work on the Aristocats. Like The Jungle Book, the characters were patterned on the personalities of the voice actors. In 1966, Walt Disney himself contacted Phil Harris to improvise the script, and shortly after, he was cast to voice Thomas O'Malley. Louis Armstrong, the voice of King Louis, was initially going to voice Scat Cat, but he backed out of the project due to illness. Five of Disney's legendary 9 old men worked on the film. They were Frank Thomas, Ollie Johnston, Milt Kahl, John Lounsbury and Eric Larson. Frank Thomas animated the romantic scene between Thomas O'Malley and the Duchess. Frank had previous experience animating romantic scenes. He animated maybe the most famous romantic scene of all time when he produced the animation for the spaghetti scene in Lady and the Tramp. Frank attempts to top that scene with this piece of animation. In my opinion, it still doesn't top the Lady and the Tramp scene, but it has all the features of a Frank Thomas scene. He has an incredible ability to create these emotions from pencil drawings. Ollie Johnston developed some of the principal characters for this film. Ollie Johnston was a dog owner for most of his life, and he studied the animals in his own home for productions like Lady and the Tramp and 101 Dalmatians. But when he started to work on the Duchess and her 3 kittens, it turned out that he had a great understanding of cats too. He based the kittens Marie, Toulouse and Berlioz on real children. This is obvious in scenes where the 2 brothers gang up on Marie. The kittens also enjoy blaming each other whenever something goes wrong. John Lounsbury would animate scenes of the butler Edgar and the lawyer George. He creates some brilliant moments with various gags between the 2 characters. Eric Larson had the chance to work on Roquefort, a mouse who is somehow friends with the cats. Eric animates a great scene where the mouse and the cats share a meal. The mouse brings huge crackers to dip into the milk. Unfortunately, this is the milk that has been spiked with sleeping ingredients by Edgar. Side note, Edgar has to be the most useless Disney villain of all time. His only goal is to get rid of 4 cats, and he fails miserably at it. It was during the production of Aristocats that the studio started to realise that all of their supervising animators were reaching retirement age. Eric Larson decided to become the new teacher to guarantee the future of Disney animation. He went on to train many of the great new artists responsible for the Renaissance era. Milt Kahl concentrated on the human characters in Aristocats. He was one of the few people with the draftsmanship to animate realistic humans. He animated Madame Bonfamille with elegance, George with charm, and Edgar the Butler with comic villainy. What is outstanding is that in these scenes he didn't use any live action reference. By this point, Milt believed that if you was a top animator, that you didn't need to use reference, as you should know how humans and animals move. Milt Kahl was truly one of a kind. The Aristocats was the last Disney animated feature film Robert and Richard Sherman worked on as staff songwriters, growing frustrated by the management of the studio following Walt Disney's death. Desiring to capture the essence of France, the Sherman brothers composed the song The Aristocats.
In the title song, of course, we kept saying, it's too bad Chevalier retired. He'd be perfect for this. He's Mr. Paris, but he had gone into retirement.
Well, Willie Reitherman, the director of the film, said, look, Dick, make a demo. The way you imitate him, make a demo of this song, and we'll get it to him.
And see, maybe he'll come out of retirement to do it. So I girded my loins, and again, I did my Chevalier imitation. Which pet's address is the finest in Paris? Which pets possess the longest pedigree? To which pets do the others tip their hats? Naturally, the Aristocats. Well, I did the whole song like that, and we sent it off to Chevalier. And happily, he came out of retirement, and the very last professional work he ever did, the last recording, was the soundtrack to our wonderful picture.
The Aristocats was originally released to theatres on December 24th, 1970. By the end of its initial theatrical run, it had earned a total of $28 million. The film was very popular in England, France and Germany. It was re-released in theatres in 1980 and 1987. Marie, Walk in Paris is a Japanese animated music video starring Marie from the Aristocats. I have only just discovered this through doing the research for this video. The video was posted on Disney's Japanese YouTube channel in 2014. The video combines 2D imagery for the background and human characters, while Marie is completely 3D animated. There were plans in 2000 for Aristocats the animated series. The show was created to reinvent the characters Marie, Toulouse and Berlioz and turn them into teenagers. In 2005, Disney Toon Studios originally planned to make a follow-up film. The story was meant to centre around Marie, Duchess's daughter, who becomes smitten with another kitten aboard a luxury cruise ship. When John Lasseter was named the Chief Creative Officer, he called off all future straight-to-DVD sequels, which I'm still glad about because some of them are really bad. I'm looking at you, Pocahontas 2. Shambles. Shambles! The Aristocats have been meetable characters in Disneyland, although they're not seen as frequently as the other more popular characters. Marie is still very popular on merchandise and can be seen on many items in the Disney parks. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe because it helps other people see the video. And if you want to know when future videos are posted, click the bell icon. The next video is 100 facts about Robin Hood. See you next time, guys.